Hi, everybody. It's Yvonne and Dexter back again. So, welcome back for another segment of Freight Broker Chic. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As I always say, that does help us, believe it or not, reach more people and spread the word about what we're doing. And thank you guys, those of you that you've been hanging in there with us. You watch all our videos, you hit me up, and you tell me how much you've learned, how much you love from me and this guy here, and you just love the fact that you can come to us if you have questions. But today we're going to talk about how to be a successful broker. You have to be successful in business no matter what the economy is doing. I mean, you're in it. Most people are entrepreneurs because they're in it because they want to make money. They want to make an income. They want to provide a service for their customer, but they also need income. So we're concerned about that, and we're concerned about you. We're concerned about our team, and making sure that they're able to provide an income for themselves while at the same time providing a service to their customer. And so I got a list of things. We may not get through all of them today. This may be part one, and then we'll come back and do part two. And I wanted Dexter to share from his experience that we have, and I'll just clap for him because my thing's over there, but what it takes and what he has found in the past to become successful. So you have to, many people know this, it's no secret that a lot of logistics brokerage companies fail. People jump out into it, they heard they can make a lot of money, they see people flashing certain cars and lifestyle, and they go, oh, I heard you can make a lot of money being a broker, and they get into it, and then they fail. Well, there's a reason why they fail. Not just in brokering, very much in any business, but specifically we're going to talk about brokering today. One of the things that one of the top things people fail to do is to keep an eye on the details. Brokering is a very detailed business. And so I'll let you talk about that. That's number one.
Oh, well, paying attention to detail and being a broker, life-saving or customer losing. If you get a pickup number wrong,
correct.
That's the word. If you tell the driver, give the dispatcher the wrong pickup number, and the driver gets to the actual place to pick up, and he can't pick up because you gave him the wrong number, for some reason you're not available, then that truck is done set, and by the time you come back from lunch or doing whatever you're doing back from your doctor's appointment, that truck's been sitting there for 2 hours, and they might have even dropped the load because they couldn't get in touch with you. And so there's a lot of things that you have to do. You have to be a forward thinker. Correct. A lot of times with being a broker too, double checking your work. Another thing would be bad. Let's just say the same scenario. You give the delivery driver the wrong delivery number, and he gets to the delivery, and it's an appointment delivery, and he gives them the actual number, and it's the wrong number, and he can't get in touch with you. So technically, he misses his appointment because one, you gave him the wrong number, and two, he can't get in touch with you in time for him to make his appointment. So now that truck doesn't get unloaded to the next day because you weren't on point.
And that's crucial because you have product that is needing to get where it's going on time. So when your customer may offer you the load, they're saying we need it picked up on this day because it needs to be delivered. It can't be delivered 24 hours later, or it shouldn't. I mean, they have a reason for saying we want it delivered on this day. So definitely what he's saying, and you will get the call. I mean, it's very easy to transpose a number. Some of the numbers I've worked with are super long, and sometimes there's more than one number, but you got to go back and check every single number that you provide to that carrier from your customer. So that's number one. Number two is prospect. You cannot be successful in this industry without prospecting. And when I say prospecting, a lot of people, even some of the people that we train, they just think it's getting on the phone and making phone calls. And Dex will tell you, that's why we're on YouTube, because we utilize everything that at least I can think of to get our name and our message out there that this is what we do, whether it be LinkedIn, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram. And sometimes you have to invest in money to do that, but they're still very reasonable. There's not a lot of advertising that you can do today in print or on TV. Remember when we used to could only do it in print and on TV? It was highly expensive. So you got to take advantage of every avenue of prospecting. Sometimes I've been, and he knows this, I've been contacted with people that may have found me on LinkedIn.
True.
You know, just from putting out, you know, a very simple video. Doesn't have anything long, just, hey, this is what I do, let's talk, here's what I can provide you. It's not rocket science. It's just very easy, but you have to be consistent. One thing about social media is very unforgiving. You cannot just disappear on people. You have to be consistent, because once people sign up for you,
I was disappearing on you.
He's always messing with me and get me on. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. So once you disappear on people, right, just like he did, then they'll disappear on you. They sign up because you're providing something of value, or they think something of value to them, and they want to hear more. So you have to be able to give them more. So the second one is prospect. Anything you want to add to that?
Commitment.
Okay.
If you don't have a commitment to be a broker, don't start.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It really is, because, you know, you have to eat, live, sleep, and breathe brokering. You have to really get into it to love it. I mean, you know, and to be really even successful. If you're just getting into it to try to make quick money, you won't make that. You're getting into it. You're not gonna last. You're gonna get frustrated real quick and say, "Oh," but you gotta understand, there's 76 million manufacturers in America, so that's a lot of people to call. That's a lot of. That could be a lot of no's, but it could also be a lot of yeses.
Yes.
But the thing is that you have to make a commitment to that no matter what the previous day had brought, this is a new day, and I'm going to get back out there, and I'm going to keep on trying to get a customer. And if I got one customer, I'm going to try to get two customers. If I got two customers, I'm going to try to get three customers, until you get out there so much that people actually start calling you because they've heard of you, of your name's been passed around, and they heard you do a good job moving freight, and then customers actually start coming to you. But you have to make the initial goal and an initial commitment to get out there and actually make the sales phone calls, LinkedIn, social media. If you just sit on your couch and do nothing and make no sales phone calls, nobody's going to know who you are, and you're not going to get a customer. You get a customer, you start making money. The great thing about brokering, if done right, it has extremely low business setup cost, but high money yield. That is what you should always think about. It's got a low setup cost with a high money yield.
Correct. All right, so that was number 2. Number 3, call your accounts daily. Now that is, you know, you might say, what? Well, you do have to call them. I mean, you do have to, they're your customer, right? And you need to know, is everything okay?
Anything I can do for you today?
Anything I can do for you today?
Just checking in.
Just checking in. And that's a daily. Now, I'm not saying call every single one daily, but I'm just saying, depending on how you know, your customer base is, but you're going to want to reach out to them periodically and regularly to make sure. I mean, you may get on their whatever, they're busy, but at least they know that you were thinking about them, and you're just not sitting over there collecting receipts from them and not really being concerned about what's going on in their office. Anything you want to add to that?
Well, being personable goes a long way, and in this, you can get a customer, but you have to understand, even though you get a customer, that customer is already doing business with other people that they know before you. So it's kind of like, you know, being married to a sheik. You're getting married, but you're the 36th wife. What are you going to do special to get, even though of your status, what are you going to do to still be considered up there in the top 10 of the wives? Yeah. Same thing with traffic managers. They're already doing business with people that they might have had long-standing years of relationship with. So you have to be proactive enough. Just because they send you a load and you move it, and then you get another load next week and you move it. Well, maybe if you made a phone call, you might have got 2 loads that week instead of just 1 load.
Correct.
the more proactive that you might be and show interest in helping the company and helping them service their customers, they recognize that, and they in turn will start sending you more freight. And before you know it, you might be moving. You will never know that you're taking freight away from somebody, from another broker or another carrier. But also, long time relationships sometimes have problems in them. And so you might be the new person on the block, and they might actually say, you know what, I'm gonna go over here and use this person. You don't even know that you're being used in that capacity, and you start getting more freight just because you were at the right place at the right time. So, but you won't be at the right place at the right time if you don't make the sales phone calls or get out there to let people know that you're there.
Correct. Awesome. Number 4, post everything. And I do that. You guys know. I mean, again, this kind of goes back to prospecting, posting. I can't. Now, let me say this. I know it's not easy. Social media is not, you might say I'm not a social media person. It took me probably 8 months to post my first video. I was listening to inspirational stuff because I knew it would open a door, but I wouldn't say I lacked the confidence, I lacked the experience. Until one day I was watching a motivational speaker, and he says, you don't need experience, just get out there. Who cares? Who cares how your hair looks? Who cares, if somebody talks about your lipstick? And see, we as women, sometimes, the women, a guy can sit here with a baseball cap on and, just kind of wing it. And women, no, I'm telling you, this is true stuff. And women seem to have a lot of insecurities. I'm not saying I had insecurities, but you're looking at all these videos and there's not a hair out of place, and their makeup is all done, and it looks like they got a whole staff to come in, and lights flashing and cameras, and I didn't have that.
We got a
But
umbrella.
then, what?
We got an umbrella.
Yeah, we got it. But so I moved, but eventually, now it took me a minute. Don't let it take you that long. Trust me. Once you start doing it, it'll be so much easier. And even this guy, I don't know if he was, but he had to develop and grow into it as well. He had all the knowledge, he had everything you guys needed, but it just needed to be cultivated. He said, hey, I'm gonna turn the camera on, I'm gonna ask you a question, you just talk. And now he's like an old pro. All right, so
She
anything
just
you
posts
want
me in the side and tells me to talk.
Yes,
She's
talk.
like,
Say something.
Say something. Anyway. But being a broker is very rewarding. There is a lot of money that can be made at it, but you have to take the job seriously. You are building your own company. It is not you going to work for somebody. If
Correct.
you don't get up out of the bed and take care of your customer, you lose your customer. There is no calling in. There's no being late. You have to be there, because if you're late and you don't get to your computer till 11 o'clock in the morning, there could be loads that were sent to you at 9 o'clock by your customer, and they said, you know what, we retracted them. We never heard anything back from you. So therefore,
You're getting ahead of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're getting a little ahead of me. But that was good. Save that. Okay, don't wait for the phone to ring. That is number 5. Okay, see?
We're low budget.
Well, we can move on now, right? Just go.
Number 5.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go to number 6.
Number 6.
Keep overhead low.
Right.
All right, we did cover that one a little bit. And if you work, we work from, can work from
Home.
From home, right? And so you can work remotely. This is something you can do. You can have your laptop and be on the beach and be working. You can work on the back of your van if that's where you live. You just need an internet connection, your phone, and develop trust in your clients that you can get the job done. They don't care where you are. They don't care if you're sitting in $1 million house and driving a Benz. They don't care about that.
Right.
They have a customer and they need their product delivered to that customer. That's all they care about. Number 7, and this is the last one, be consistent. And I think you kind of covered that one a little bit as well. And so these are some of the things that you want to avoid. doing those. Not avoid doing those. These are the things that you want to do and avoid not doing them. The reason people fail is because they are not doing, and I could go on, but these are kind of the top 7 that they're not doing. So if you will just start with these simple practices, put it in place. One other thing that's extremely important, which is why we do the training, is a lack of knowledge of the business. People jump out there and they don't know what they're doing. They've never been trained. They heard this, that, and the third on the internet. They're watching YouTube channels. He could go on an hour for that.
It's very surprising how many people go and get an LLC, go and get an MC number, open up their own brokerage, and know nothing about brokering.
Yeah, we've had them come to us.
Know nothing about brokering.
Yeah, they've come to us and we've had to train them.
Right, and so it's just that's like buying a plane and never taking a pilot's class. You just brought a plane because I heard everybody should buy a plane. And you buy a plane, it's like, I don't know how to fly it, but I own it.
Right.
They paid the money for it. They're paying the insurance, they got the bond, everything. But no idea how to get a customer, no idea about TMS systems, no idea how to use the DAT, no idea how to make a sales phone call, no idea how to actually book freight, no idea how to barter, no idea how to actually make sure your profit is protected when you're actually negotiating with a dispatcher or a truck driver. None of that. And there's a lot of things that you need to know to make sure that you make money in this business. So the good thing is that we mentor past that. We get you in and we keep you. You become family.
So you're
not going anywhere.
Right. You went on to the last one I was going to say is the mentoring. So once you do the training, then then you need mentoring.
Next time we need to read this because I didn't know.
You didn't read you should have. Well, I read it.
Communication is next thing. Communication.
No, because if I like having him impromptu. Because that way he really speaks from experience rather than he's got something all, already addressed and manicured for you guys. Right. And I think you guys appreciate that.
Well, we're not manicured. We're
far from manicured.
Look at that.
If you do our training, you'll see we are far from manicured.
What you see is what you get right
here.
But
when you're done, you're going to know how to broker freight. I guarantee you that.
And you're going to have a lot of fun learning how to broker.
Right, exactly. You're going to enjoy us and our team. We went kind of long today, but hopefully that was really beneficial to you guys and a blessing to you. Please leave a comment. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. We always appreciate your time. And we will see you. Our next training is on the 20th, June 20th. If you miss that training, we'll schedule another one. Probably sometime in July. So just go to the website. I'll have that information and register. And that's where I send out the email blasts. And you guys can keep up. I do a blog there. And you guys can keep up with what's going on with Panther Logistics. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.